Hi, I'm John Losey with the Into Wisdom Group, and we're wrapping up our series on Zoom fatigue. And in this series, we spent a little bit of time looking at what is it, what causes it, and is it even real? And as we walked through these different topics, we came across, I don't think this is an exhaustive list, but four ways or four things that contribute to Zoom fatigue, that tired, worried, stressed feeling that you get after spending a lot of time in virtual meetings. So let me share a few of my thoughts on this kind of the topic of Zoom fatigue. What have I kind of come up with as a result of going through all these different parts of what Zoom fatigue is and how it works? Well, the first piece is, do some people feel tired and stressed and burned out after a long day of virtual meetings? Yes. Zoom fatigue is a real thing, and people sometimes feel exhausted after spending a lot of time in virtual meetings. But I also think that if we can become aware of the causes, then we can better manage it. So we are not victims. It's not inevitable that we have to feel tired after being in Zoom. But if we know what causes this fatigue, then we can do things. There are things that are under our control as participants and as presenters to help manage it. If we're aware of the causes, then we can do something about it. Also realize that sometimes when you feel tired after any meeting, virtual, in-person, any kind of meeting, sometimes that fatigue is well earned. You did good, hard work. So there are times when you can mitigate for all the causes of Zoom fatigue that you can and still feel tired because you did some really great work that day. So just because you feel tired after a meeting isn't a bad thing. It may be that you did some really good stuff. And lastly, just remembering that we can manage ourselves. We can work with ourselves. If we become aware of what makes us tired, we can mitigate. We may not be able to eliminate, but we can avoid unnecessary Zoom fatigue just by being aware and managing ourselves. So Zoom fatigue, it is a real thing. You're not a victim of it. You can do something about it. And sometimes when you get tired, it's because you did really good work.